Hi guys, Harry Yotis here, professional trader for 20 years. Started my career in 2005 and still alive in 2026. Okay, well, April Fool's Day, April 1st here. Chart of the S&P 500, the market. Okay, today we followed through with this bullishness from yesterday. And the first day of the month, we finished up about 0.75%. We gave up some of the gains, but we had a blistering 2-day pace, okay? Of course, the big news of the day is the war winding down. We have a lot of news coming out about certain conciliations in the war. Let's see what happens. Trump is going to talk tonight at 9 p.m. We'll talk about the war winding down soon and what the evidence suggests will happen. But first, let's talk about the technical picture, okay? Well, we were bearish yesterday, and now technically I guess we can say that we are back into a neutral stance because we broke this key 655 level. And now we back into it. This could be a bear trap, okay? But because the short-term picture hasn't really been broken, I'm not going to say it's neutral. I'm saying we're still in the border of bearish. Okay, so I'm still going to say it's bearish because we could just come inside before going back down again. Okay, we don't really know. So I'm going to stick with the technicals as bearish, even though we are recovered within this chop zone that we've had for the past 6 months. Okay, so as with the technicals, we always pair it with the fear and greed index. What does the sentiment tell us? Still maximum fear. Plenty of room to go higher. Everything is in extreme fear. Okay, except the volatility has come down. Like if we look at the VIX, you can see that the volatility has indeed been crushed. Okay, I'm thinking we get this kind of scenario where if any good news happens, we can really go lower. Okay, and this is a good sign, but nothing has been quantified yet because before we go, I just want to mention that we're still above 20. Okay, we need to go below the 20 before we can assume safety and everything's good. So we're still fairly elevated, heading in the right direction, but not quite breaking down yet on the volatility. So volatility still very elevated, okay? Another important thing that we had coming in today is ISM manufacturing. We had a good macro number, okay? Nobody pays attention anymore. It's all about the war, but a lot of information has come out, okay? And today we had the United States ISM manufacturing PMIs, and they came in, again, at expansion, 52.7 on the metric, which means anything above 50 is an expansion. So for 3 months, the manufacturing sector has been expanding. If we look at the 10-year average, okay, anything above 50 is amazing. We haven't seen above 50. I mean, on the way down, we've seen it on the way down in 2022 in the bear market, okay? So we have to go literally back to 2022, 4 years before we're going up. And this is a very positive sign. The manufacturing sector is going up. That's why I think that this down move is just a correction within this overall bull market because nothing is breaking down yet, okay? The macro is still very, very supportive, okay? We had a lot of good information coming out, okay? We had, if you look at the S&P 500, okay, another metric that we look at is what is the growth rate in earnings for the S&P 500 for 2025, 2026, and 2027, okay? And if you see here, you'll see that in 2025, it's about 12%. In 2026, it's going to grow from 12 to 15. And we're not so sure about 2027. It's between 10 and 16% growth rate in earnings. So this is like, it gives the earnings of the S&P 500. If you compare it to the price, it tells you if it's overvalued or undervalued. So right now, if we look at the forward earnings of 2027, you can see that it has a 4 PE of around 20 to 21, which is still fairly elevated, but not above 25. We're in the danger zone. Okay, so we're still expanding earnings. Earnings are getting bigger and bigger, growing. Most of it is tech, of course, but it's just another macro backdrop telling you that this is not 2008 where people were losing jobs and minus 100,000, minus 500,000 jobs per month. Earnings were being revised downward, okay? We're still, given this drop, earnings are still high for 2026 and 2027. So not really breaking down on the macro front, which is evidence that we'll get to in the war winding down, okay? So let's talk about the war winding down, okay? Is it really? Well, today, the big news is that Trump will address the U.S. people at 9 p.m. tonight. What are they going to talk about? We don't know. But we do have hints because this is like there's trial balloons being thrown out. And if we look at Zero Hedge, we go Trump to declare Iran war winding down in his address. It says political. So they pretty much tell you ahead of time, signal through trial balloon what Trump is going to say, whether that's good or not. Okay. So what evidence do we have that the war winding down is more likely than not? We have oil. Okay. Oil is telling you. Remember we said that with the bearish engulfing here didn't play out and we had a breakout. However, if it's a breakout and then collapses, it's very, very bad for oil, but good for the market. So it did break out and it's recapturing, but right at the edge. So we're not getting any information from oil per se, because it could be a brief bottom before going higher. Like if the war expands, if Trump doesn't say anything conciliatory towards the Iranians tonight at 9, this could go much higher tomorrow. Okay. But I suspect that he does, because we have the evidence of, political forecasting it. And if you look at the XLE, the State Street Energy Select Fund, okay, which is like energy companies, not just oil. Okay. Today, this was down a lot. Okay. Down 3.75% on the XLE. Okay. So that's just telling you that even ExxonMobil, XOM, ExxonMobil or Mobile, down a lot today, 5%. Basically the same chart. Okay. So basically the stocks, XLE and ExxonMobil, XLE is telling you that maybe it is true and we're going down. However, it didn't break the uptrend. Okay. And this down move, like we said, alleviated the overbought conditions. So it could go higher again. So it all depends what Trump says. But because of the fact that they're planting a lot of like trial balloons, a little hints in the atmosphere to tell us that probably it's going to be very conciliatory. He's probably going to declare victory and say the war is winding down in 2-3 weeks and mission accomplished, whatever it is. It's going to be looked at as positive for the market. Okay. So I think because of everything that we mentioned so far, okay, everything that we mentioned with oil, okay, looking to be maybe this a false breakout, XLE showing the down way more today than oil, maybe forecasting that it might be over. Okay, we're not 100% sure, but we also have the growth rates in the S&P 500 still up. Okay, and the fact that the market is responding positively, and that Trump really wants to get out of this war, it's just the odds favor. Okay, the odds favor at this point that Trump will say something nice about the war. Now, does that mean it's going to be over? I don't know. It depends what Iran does. Okay. But so far, I think that everybody's looking for an exit ramp. It doesn't behoove the states to stay in this war. It doesn't behoove Iran to stay in this war either, because they don't have any offensive capability. They're not going to invade anybody. All they can do is throw missiles to people. And they just want to be left alone. Okay? They don't want to really invade anybody in that zone. In the Middle East, they just want to be left alone. So it's my view that we're probably going to get some good news from Trump tonight regarding the war. And I don't know, I guess you're going to ignore everything else. But once that happens, okay, we're going to rip again. Now, okay, that's what I wanted to say today. But now, just because we rip, it doesn't mean that we're out of the woods yet. We have to see, if we rip and stay within this neutral zone again, it's great. But we have a lot of resistance up here to get over. Okay, if it's really, really good news, we should see this cut through butter, maybe break up here, go down, go up again, who knows. But if this war is truly over and it will truly wind down, you should expect to see everything that I said yesterday. All of the stuff will get unwound, including interest rate expectations will go down, there'll be no rate hikes, etc., etc. Okay, so that's all I wanted to convey. The war is winding down. If we look at it as a probability thing and what to bet on as traders, I think it is. Okay? I think it is more than likely that the war is winding down and everybody's looking to get out, even the Iranians. Okay, and well, we'll see tonight, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, which is going to be the last day of the week because it's a, Good Friday on Friday, and it'll be a shortened holiday week. So looking forward to what happens tonight and tomorrow in the market. That's it, guys. Later.